Alrighty, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Serving Nerve, where we talk about whatever we want, and today we're going to be going through the most depraved of TikTok chefs. That's right. So we're going to be going through Donut Daddy and other indecent chefs. Now when I say indecent, I mean people who treat cooking like it's some action in the bedroom. And yeah, this video was actually a suggestion from one of my lovely patrons, so thank you so much. And, yeah, we're just gonna get into this and see where it goes. Alrighty, my people, I just want to interject that I do have a Patreon, and I do want to point out that if you want to support the channel, there is exclusive content on there, and I upload once a week. So yeah, if you want to check it out and support the channel, cool. If not, then, let's get on with the video. Of course it has to be an eggplant. We know it has to be an eggplant. And, you know, we already know where this is gonna start going. This is gonna start going into the bedroom territory. So you can tell this is kind of like an ASMR type video, music in the background, kind of sensual vibes, you know, trying to make everything a scene from an adult movie or something like that. But in general, like, dude can cook, I'll give him that, you know, it looks pretty good. I do have to say, like, it is a little bit weird and a little bit cringy when you're trying to recreate every, like, single 40-year-old woman's fantasy on camera of having some, you know, strapping young man sexually make her some kind of a snack. I don't know, man. It's weird to me. It isn't particularly enticing to me. I would think that if I saw somebody doing this in my kitchen, I'd be using the cast iron to, you know, not beat the meat, but more beat up the meat, because if I saw somebody doing this in my house, I would be freaked right out. I wouldn't even know what was going on. I won't lie, guys. You know, I've done the exact opposite in the kitchen. I'm like, I want it quick, I want it easy, it doesn't have to be pretty, I just need it now. And that's my operation in the kitchen, particularly after getting home from work at like midnight and being starving, alright? You know, I'm not starved for anything other than food, but this guy seemed hungry for a little something else. I love how he gives us a little ending wink there. He knows what he's up to. We all know what he's up to. And I know this is actually a pretty good marketing trick. Like, to be fair, you will get a lot of people, I don't know what kind of people, but you'll get a lot of people into this. You'll get a lot of people into the idea of you cooking with a little ASMR trickled in there, some sexy music, and then you doing whatever in the name of God this is, you know, pertaining to the sexy sexyisms. I love how we go with like a nice tight white shirt that you can see all his musculature through, all the way to, and you know, I know I come off as a total incel, I won't lie, my people, like, you know, I am hyper-focused on the physical here, I won't lie, but more of like a descriptive manner, honestly. This is not very hot to me. Like, I think it's way more sexy if somebody can just throw something together in the kitchen. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, my dudes, one of the sexiest things that I've ever been given is, you know, breakfast in bed. Oh, you know what? Actually, I have to mention this. I did say I was working New Year's on Patreon. I didn't actually end up working New Year's. Instead, I was given sparkling grape juice and like cute little celebrations with wine glasses and just little fun things. So I didn't end up having to work New Year's. But one of the sexiest things I think I've ever experienced is being in a one-room apartment, having somebody with like a candle making kit and like a Bunsen burner and then a pan, and then they made an omelet for me in that pan in their one-room apartment with like no equipment or anything like that, and they made it all nice. Like, they whipped the eggs and put like vegan cheese in there, and just, it was super cute. So when I see things like that, I'm significantly more impressed than seeing things like this. The cinematography is wonderful, but there's something less sexy about this, and I feel like it's all just because it's for show, than what a lot of people will do. And I'm the kind of person who will show my admiration and affection for people through food. Like, if I'm your friend, or I like you, or I want to show appreciation, the number one thing I think to do is to like cook for somebody or bake them something, mainly bake them something. And the most I've appreciated somebody is usually when, out of the kindness of their own hearts, even if it's not like a lot of work, you know, I've appreciated a lot when somebody's given me like a snack or something, or food or whatever, because it's just like a human interaction that kind of unites most humans. You know, food is one of those things that most people really vibe with for obvious reasons. But when I see this, I'm like, it's overplayed, the cinematography, like great lighting, you know, great, you know, plate play to action. You could have an OnlyFans really easily with this, but I look at it and I'm like, you know, dude, like, I don't know, there's something about it that's actually, like, kind of weird, and it's all for show, and it's all on the camera, you know, I don't know. But, great cinematography, I'll give him that. But I like how we go from the white shirt here to just shirtless for no reason, and then back to the white shirt. Like, it's just fucking hilarious. Oh, it's just so gross. Like, you know, if you've ever handled, like, an egg yolk, or, like, the viscous albumin of an egg white, or, you know, if you've ever, like, had things, like, all over your hands and, like, squirting everywhere and stuff when you're cooking, it's not hot. It's usually just disgusting and messy. But, you know, showing off, like, an unfertilized chicken egg in its most sensual of stages to the audience, it's just fucking hilarious to me. Like, it's just psychotic. And the funny thing is, it all is here. Everything here is to simulate something else. I have no trust in this. But the cooking is actually impressive, so I'll give him that. This is something else that people do, is they slap so many things in the kitchen. You know, they slap the meat, they slap the bread, and every time I've been in the kitchen making bread, usually I'll just beat the crap out of it, like beat it up. Like, I don't beat it off, I beat it up. And I'm probably just as vulgar in the bedroom now that I'm thinking about it, but maybe this, how you cook, is a representation of how you operate in a sexual manner to those that you love. Or maybe I'm just bullshitting because most of these videos are bullshit. I don't know. But, you know, it's kind of funny because when I'm making bread, I'll just beat it. Like, beat it up. And then this guy's got nice little slaps up in there. Like the Italian backhand, but in a sexual way. I love how, at the end, this guy seems to always have a sex noise and or a sexual glance at the camera post-consumption. Now, the food did look really good, to be fair, but, like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's really overplayed and weird with all the sexual stuff. I don't really get it. Like, it's kind of funny, but how serious this is, I think, is the off-putting part, because I've seen people make troll videos before about this kind of thing, like being a horny chef. And, you know, a little example. Here's a little example of somebody doing something satirical about this kind of content. So yeah, like, I think other people also find this kind of content ridiculous and cringy. You know, and most people make fun of it because it's funny to make fun of this kind of trash. But, I don't know, man. I'm personally not a fan of, weird sex kitchen antics. Like, saying that I have done some indecent things in the kitchen with people before, like, you know, whilst cooking, and that's fun. Doing weird bullshit with people in the kitchen is pretty fun. But, I don't know, showcasing it on camera, I don't know, I'd feel kind of like a whore. Bro, I can't believe we're making a coconut squirt. Like, how far do we have to go with this? What was the point of that last bit where you're, like, jerking off? Like, what was that, a melon? It was just like, just a random piece of fruit that I don't even know if it was added to this dish. I guess they just used the juice or something, which, by the way, again, this looks awesome. Like, I can't criticize the cooking because it's like high-end stuff. Like, this is like, you know, restaurant quality stuff. Like, I haven't even served this quality of food before in restaurants. Like, it looks great. Looks great. On point, my dude. But, you know, the additions and the execution of the content, now that is what mutilates the soul right there. I have to mention this, you guys. I am Italian. I know my bread. and it's not something you're supposed to be trying to breed with. But, you know, looking at this, honestly, I feel like there's a sense of shame that goes into this. Like, how can you handle such a delicious morsel so indecently? You should treat it like a princess, not like a slut. Well, this is an interesting guy. Most of these videos were from Donut Daddy on TikTok, and I have to say, you know, like, again, cinematography in a lot of his videos, pretty good. The execution of his cooking, awesome. But the sexualness, I don't know, man. I'm not into the sexual stuff. Like, I don't know, man. I can't imagine, like, banging my food. Pretty much like having sex with whatever I'm cooking and then feeding it to people. I'd be very concerned, you know? Those people should be concerned too. Ah, man, I don't know. I'm thinking of so many stories of horrible things I've done in the kitchen and how much shame that would bring upon my family. But I have to say, like, the fact that this is all on camera is quite telling. Like, there ain't no shame, brother. But, I don't know. Some of this stuff is kind of cool, like the cooking, the recipes, the compositions. Nice. Lighting, cinematography, executions, on point. But you know, it's kind of cringe just because of how sexual it is. I don't know. But I think that's the point. Like, it's not a trolling thing, right? Like, this guy's actually serious. This is the kind of content that's gonna grab, like, young people who are really, really horny, or older people who are really, really lonely, or both. But, yeah, I don't know. That's the video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And what do you think about this? So, yeah, that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed, my people, and I'll see you all next time. It has been lovely. Slater.